Hi, my name is Yasu, and I live in Japan. And in my channel, I talk about my experience regarding battling depressions, insomnia, some health issues, and then my middle age crisis situations at mid 40 something. So today, I want to talk about the fourth important things when dealing with depression or going through depression treatment. I covered the most important thing, the second important thing, and also the third important thing. And this is the fourth important things, which I really didn't know if I should have if I should make this video, because what I'm going to say in this video, if someone told me when I was really debating, or like really when I was at the early stage of deciding whether I should get the antidepressant or not for my treatment, if I was informed what I'm going to say right now, I don't think I'm gonna I would hesitate to do the treatment, even though it's just only a matter of time that I would eventually would have to start taking antidepressant, going through the same thing that I did. But still, if at the initial stage of everything, if I was informed about what I'm going to say right now, I would hesitate. That's gonna actually puts me in a more difficult situations, because I may make a decisions later not fast enough. But I am sharing my thoughts about this fourth important things about dealing with depression treatment, which is it's gonna take long time, years, to fully recover from depression, even you do depression treatment, because depression treatment is quite complex and it's really not easy to handle and manage and have it under control. And also going through the treatment, it forced people to change their lifestyle, puts them in a very difficult situations, make people feel completely hopeless for their future, which adds extra pressure on the depression symptoms. It's just a horrible experience to go through. It's such a dark place that people actually go, and then even we get guidance and helps and treatment from doctors. Everything is happening here. You really cannot get out of the darkness easily. And then knowing that it's gonna take years to get out of it, that makes at least me would want to give up if I was informed about how long it's gonna take back then. In my case, it took 2 years and then 10 months to reach where I am right now. I successfully finished depression treatment. I function well. My brain really works faster. I feel more positive, as if everything that I went through, depression treatment, insomnia treatment, I feel like it's a really long time ago. I can remember how painful and difficult it is for me to go through everything, but I cannot really remember all the details anymore because it's really in the past. But initially, my doctor told me that I recommend you to take this antidepressant called Effexor, and I want you to take it usually probably 6 months. And for me, back then, hearing that I need to take it for like at least 6 months, it sounded so long. 6 months is a long time. But I had no choice. And I was like, okay, 6 months is long enough, but it's still doable. Why don't I just do it? But it ended that I ended up taking it for like 1 year and 9 months. And then to finish the entire depression treatment, it took me 2 years and then 10 months. So if I was told that, oh, you'd actually have to take it like a year and then 10 months, nearly 2 years, and then for you to finish the depression treatment successfully, it's gonna take you 2 years and then 10 months and 11 months and so, I would hesitate. I'm not even sure if I would make the right decisions right away back then if I was informed by that. I don't think I would. Because that means I need to sacrifice 2 or nearly 3 years of my life. Sacrificing 3 years of your life, I don't think anyone can make that decisions right away. Even though we feel that we need to get things done, we need to get the proper treatments, but still, if someone tells us that, okay, in order for you to get better, you need to focus on your treatment for like 3 years from today, it's not really easy decisions to make. The only reason why I was able to keep going is because when I started to take an Effexor, it had a positive impact on me. But I really realized that my situation fluctuated really dramatically. The moment that I felt that I was really feeling good and feeling good, next day I felt down. It was like a wave. And there's a one time that I went out with my friends and I couldn't stand up because I felt so sick, feeling down. I feel like my body is completely out of control. So I had to sit down there for like a few hours. My friends are so worried. They were telling me that should we call ambulance? I told them that I just need to get some rest. And then like a few hours went by so quickly. Then I realized that nothing is under my control. I am in a very, very fragile state. I really need to properly find a way to look after myself with my depression treatment. And then every month I made a video talking about what happened to me by taking Effexor, increasing Effexor, reporting back to my doctor, and then based on that, the doctor and I, adjusted my treatment, and then it ended up taking 2 years and then 10 months. So I was taking it as an experiment. And I only did as much as I could every month. And there's so many times that nothing really seemed to be improved. But because I was logging everything, that helped me to compare what's going on right now, and what was going on like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, to made me realize and feel that I am making progress little by little. So I felt lost so much, but at the same time, I had a way to make sure that I am making progress, and it kept me going. But it took so much time, 2 years and then 10 months. And then for me to tell other people that it's gonna take longer, even though that's the reality, I was really not sure if I should have told you about this, because if you are dealing with depressions, you're already suffering too much, you're in a dark place, and then for me to tell you that, oh, this is gonna take longer, you don't want to hear. I didn't want to hear. But this is really important to be acknowledged, and acknowledge that it's taken longer. And hopefully that's gonna help people to slow down, focus on every day, and then making little progress step by step, day by day, and then finish the depression treatment successfully. At least this is me now. This is where I'm able to actually reach after 2 years and then 10 months. Because I could do it, you can do that too. But you need to really be gentle with yourself, and you really have to communicate well with yourself and with your doctors. It's such a painful, difficult situations to go through for a really long time. And unfortunately, nobody would really understand or take the pain for you. And then that's really one of the hardest things to deal with depression. If people don't get depressed, if they never experience depressions, they would never understand what you're going through. And it's easy for me to say that I can understand what you're going through. And probably maybe I can, because that's what I went through. But nothing is same. We go through different things. But it's not gonna last forever. Yes, 2 years, 10 months, for me, it's a long time, but still, for me to get out of that dark place after 2 years and 10 months, it's really worth it. So if you're struggling, don't know what to expect, don't know what to do, yeah, please take your time to accept that it's gonna take longer, but you will get out of the dark place eventually. One of the benchmark, if we base one of the benchmark is you can use me as an example. 2 years and then 10 months. And if you want to solely focus on how long do you have to take medications, 1 year and 9 months. But you really need to focus on the treatment. Don't drink alcohol, and also please make sure that you find ways to manage to have sleep every day, enough sleep, because that's gonna help you a lot. So thank you for watching my video. Hopefully this is gonna be helpful. I'm not sure. I still feel reluctant to put this one online, but hopefully it helps. Please take care. For now, Johnny. Bye bye.